Hi, everyone. Here with analysts Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter.
And they won the only game they played against this team. And this is their final matchup of the year.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, whether it's 2 games or 20, you'd love to go unblemished against any opponent over the course of a season. Of course, the opposite is just as true. Getting swept is no fun at all.
And it's blocked by Davis. Here's Caldwell Pope. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
You got to give respect to Caldwell Pope's mid-range jump shot. He's got the green light to take this shot, and that green light is always on.
Here's Maxey. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
Duncan, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
So tough trying to knock Maxey off balance, off stride. He's outstanding at playing through contact.
Here's Duncan. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Here's Simmons. Another shot. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. We talked about facing a premier defender like Anthony Davis, and Coach told me AD is obviously a tremendous offensive player, but his impact on D is even greater. He's an elite rim protector, and he moves like a wing out there on the perimeter. Without a doubt, Davis covers a lot of ground defensively. Back to you, B.A.
Thank you for that, Allie. Now here's Maxey. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. 6 on the shot clock. And Finished off by Davis.
Always among the league leaders in throwdowns. AD's tough around that rack.
Here's Simmons. Soft touch off the glass. Now Maxey. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Pass to Davis. To the left wing. Here's Ellis. Davis a screen. Goes up on the wing. And it doesn't fall for him. Made 2, missed 2 now. The Bucks trail. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team. They want to dominate the competition on another level.
Some of the quickest hands in the NBA. Kyrie showing you that quick release there.
Maxey surveys. Pass to Davis. .133 left in the first quarter here. Misses the floater. Here's Duncan. Inside. And it's blocked by Davis.
If you don't know exactly where Davis is, he's going to deny your shot, so you got to be aware of his presence.
And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Outside Davis. .44 seconds left in the opening quarter. No luck on that one.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
When you talk wings, Butler is a top-notch passer. He has a great understanding of the game.
Over to the wing. For 3, Maxey. The rebound by Duncan. Milwaukee in the lead. Irving, that's good. Irving's got 5.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Butler up top. Outside Irving. From behind the arc. That one no good. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Bucks ahead, up 1. Don't go away. We'll be... And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
Ooh, stolen by Winslow. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. All right, Grant, which U.S.-born player do you think has the best chance to supplant LeBron as the face of the league?
Oh, man, you're putting me on the spot, B.A. Well, the conversation has to be between Jason Tatum, Ja Morant, and Anthony Edwards. They're the best young talent that the U.S. has to offer, and they're only getting better.
Pass to Davis. And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And so it's New Orleans with it, trailing by 5. Oh, they get a hand on it. Here's Battier. Clock at 6. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Battier's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
That's his second foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on.
Second team foul.
And we played through the first minute here in the second. Irving, no good. Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
Pass to Irving. Six to shoot. Outside, Caldwell Pope. To the inside. Irving, no good. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
Back to Davis. Oh, deflected. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Irving for three. Here's Duncan. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Boy, beautiful dime there by Kyrie. We've seen him improve as a passer since he's been in the league.
And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Quarter two and about 2 minutes in. Carter, high post. Deflects the pass. Beverly outside. Outside Maxey. And that misses. That would have put him up. And here comes the break. Irving for three. Drops in the three. Now it's a 5-point Bucks lead.
He's certainly starting to heat up from outside. That's his third for the game. His second in this quarter.
The three from Prince. For three, Maxey. Yes. Great play by Walker to set it up. Maxey's got 5 points in the quarter.
The numbers testify. Tyrese Maxey is one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA.
Back to Irving. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
You know, he started the game knocking down shots, guys, and now in the second quarter, he's taking it to another level.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Kyrie Irving, special. I mean, as skilled a player as you'll ever see when it comes to handling the ball and scoring in close.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
With the game on the line, Ice Trey is dangerous man. Young said, I've been owning the moment my whole life. That's what I do. I've worked too hard to be afraid of the moment. Brian?
Well, Allie, it definitely shows in his play. It's great stuff there. Thank you.
This is where Carter Jr. looks to score from, using his size to his advantage.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And New Orleans making a change here. The Bucks leading by 3. Grant, when you look at this Pelicans team, their length is so impressive.
Yeah, they've made a point to draft players with big wingspans, and that really helps them on the defensive end. They're all very switchable. One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. And the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
This close in, Simons is consistent. The defense really can't allow him to find that look.
And Davis gets double-teamed. The three from Prince. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Young. Pass to Clingan. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Yeah, be careful. Clingan can bring down the house.
Davis hits.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
36 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Count the basket. Simons got his second bucket.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Gordon with a steal. And the Bucks pushing it up now. To the rim, Young.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
The quicks off Trae Young. He gets to the rim at will. Better come with help side defense.
Out to Beverly. And again, New Orleans, no good. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. They've been aggressive in transition and find themselves in front. More 2K action in just a moment. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. And you watch Donovan Clingan. He really benefited from that extra year in college, Grant.
Yeah, the development cycle can be a little longer for centers, B.A. He cleaned up a lot offensively and took his strength and conditioning to another level.
Using that length, Davis turning a miss into a make. Bonus points for his team.
Back to Simmons. There's the steal. Now the Pelicans in transition. And there's the lay-in. Ellis has got his first points of the game.
That's a one-man show all the way. Great defense and then coast to coast for the finish.
Irving is doubled. Back to Simmons. Here's Butler. Ooh, good work on the interior from Butler.
I mean, some good stuff out here. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come off of nice passes.
Back to Davis. No good with the triple.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
A nice shot by Duncan. And now it's an 11-point Milwaukee lead.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
They get it back. Davis making the defense pay.
Well, you got to put a body on Davis when he goes up in the air, because if you don't, it's too late.
The Bucks leading by 9. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Here's Duncan. Tries again. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
And we hear about the unwritten rules of sports sometimes, Clark. What are some of those in the NBA?
Well, you try not to ever foul an airborne player. I think most players are really sensitive to that. Don't disrespect the other team. Be professional and sportsmanlike when you've got a margin of victory that doesn't need to be added on to. In other words, don't run up the score. Don't try to get numbers for the sake of numbers. Play the game, play to win, and do it with respect at all times.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Here's Irving. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Irving's got 17 points.
They're going old school out there now, working the mid-range part of the floor.
They keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
Outside Davis. Fires for 3. Count it. Now 8 for 13 with that basket.
His ability to dominate games is what makes Anthony Davis a top-tier player.
Outside Irving. Driving to the basket. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Irving's got 19 points.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Pass to Ellis. Oh, got a piece of it. Green with the ball. The kick out to Maxey. Can't nail the jumper. And you watch Tyrese Maxey, Clark. He's so good at creating offense.
Yeah, he can get that thing rack to rack and downhill in a heartbeat, BA. In the break and in the pick and roll, he puts tons of pressure on the defense because he's so quick. And he knows how to use angles, too. And he can shoot it from deep, so he's got the full package.
And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. 1:03 left in the third quarter. And Eric Gordon gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
There's 57 seconds left in the third. Pass to Prince. Jacks up a three. Drills it from deep. Prince has gotten himself on the board with a three there.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
It's on Patrick Beverly.
Most people think of Young as a perimeter player, but he has the courage and toughness to work inside.
Well, Grant, aside from making the East Finals in 2021, how would you assess Trae Young's teams?
Well, they're always solid offensive teams, but Trae is the type of player that you need to surround with defensive-minded guys, and he hasn't really had that. 12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Here's Harris. Uses the glass on the layup.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Simons. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Simons has gotten his third basket of the night.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter. Stranger things have happened. The Bucks leading by 13. To the wing on the left. Here's Duncan. Again, Milwaukee.
The mid-range jumper isn't the most popular shot these days, but it's working for them.
I love that mid-range shot. It's definitely giving the defenders something extra to think about.
And they pick up 2.
Green doing work inside. Feels like he can score on just about anybody.
Outside Butler. And there's the call on Jalen Green. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Butler. Shoots a fadeaway. The rebound by Carter.
When it goes in, it looks pretty. When it doesn't, question the shot difficulty.
Oh, I love the aggressive mindset Beverly has. I mean, that's really what makes him special. He's not afraid of getting bumped, especially when he's going to the bucket.
Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line. Milwaukee leading by 12. Here's Irving. It's not going to go for him. Green with the defensive effort. And Maxi's got the ball here for the New Orleans Pelicans. Sinks it from distance. Beverly's gotten 4 this quarter.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
And another miss by Milwaukee. Pelicans trail by 9. Out to the wing. Here's Battier. And again, it's New Orleans with a 3.
And their perimeter shooting numbers have been up since the start of the second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
On the wing, Caldwell Pope. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. And the Bucks lead by 9.
Hey, you got to love that response. KCP not wasting any time getting those points back. Right back at him.
Beverly outside. Davis down low. Shot clock at 5. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock. And now we've got an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Simmons. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Right now, Simmons is a question with no answer. A tenacious scorer who finishes with muscle through contact.
Pelicans trail by 12. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And here's Green from the arc. Doesn't go for him.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Here's Simmons. That shot, no good. And here's New Orleans now. Throws it up high.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Oh, swiped away. Davis with it. Irving picks him up. And here's Green from the arc. Green able to hit from 3.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
You know, got to stay down on the pump fake. You've heard me say it multiple times, guys. When Simmons gets you in the air, the rest of it is easy for him.
And so he drops them both. And it's a 9-point game here. New Orleans now, time running out. Right side, Maxey. Here's Ellis. The three-pointer off the mark.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother.
Fades back. Cash money. Out of his 14 attempts, he's drained 9 of them.
Yeah, this part of the game is coming back for Kyrie. It's always been there, but he's showing more of it now.
Here's Maxey. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration, even for a nanosecond.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Bucks.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And reaching a nice milestone, an even 20 wins on the year.
And give this team credit. So difficult to sweep a team in the NBA, but they won both meetings this season against the Pelicans.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Kyrie Irving.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Here's Davis. It's picked off. Caldwell Pope for 3. Gets the 3-ball to go. And the Bucks lead by 17.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
There's 10 seconds left in the game. And he draws body contact. Looks like a blocking foul. He was in the shooting motion, so he'll head to the line. First one falls for him. And both free throws good for Simmons. So this one belongs to the Bucks. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.